How's it going, everybody? This is Seer here, and we have some pretty interesting information. It looks like Casper on the Reddit for Marvel Strike Force was able to get the data mines for the XAVIER saga. Now, there's some very interesting things in here I want to discuss with you. I know that a lot of people's not going to be able to do the XAVIER saga on Monday when it ends up coming out, but this will give us a good idea as far as maybe our planning or prep as far as characters we were initially looking at that we may end up kind of making pivots on. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look. So on here, we have the Nimrod section, difficulty for extreme, then we have a gladiator for heroic and extreme as well. And the reason there's these different difficulties on here and the list of the nodes is because on this post over here for blog, we were able to see that there's going to be the 4 bosses, Nimrod, Gladiator, Shadow King, and Dark XAVIER. Now, the Nimrod portion isn't going to be too difficult because we only need G19 as the highest gear tier on here. Whereas the Gladiator, Shadow King, and Dark XAVIER, we need the gear 20. Now, as far as the traits, we can see that we have the Any, City, Global, Global Villain, Hero Global, we have Cosmic, Villain Cosmic, then there's the Lilandra and Hero Cosmic. Now, there were the recommended characters on here, which now we kind of know why there's going to be these recommended characters. So if we end up looking for the Nimrod, you only need the G19, that's perfectly fine. The waves for these don't look too terrible. We have some Pegasus members. We have some more Pegasus, right, or Bionic Avengers. Then here we have Kang, Kestrel, Sentinel, Deathlock, and Spider-Man Big Time. After that, we end up being able to look at some Liberty members with the Sentinels. We have Iron Patriot. We have some other Cabal members on here. And then for the third node on here, looks like we have Blade, Silver Surfer, Sentinel, Dorms. There's going to have those revives. Wave 2 looks pretty interesting on here, where we're going to have some Superior 6 members. The fourth node on here looks like there's a Gore, Super Skrull. We have Zombie Iron Man, more Gore. So the Gores are probably to rip off any form of charges that we might have been wanting to bring. The permakills as well. The wave 3 doesn't look terrible on here. We have some Void Knight, Red Goblin, Pav. The Pav's hurt though. Red Goblin as well. And then the last node, this one here is Nimrod, and then we have a whole lot of Sentinels. This one here is probably the boss, because remember, there is going to end up being the bosses on here, and that could be what's going on as far as this one right here, where we have the one Nimrod and a whole lot of Sentinels to try to kind of keep the taunts, keep the speed going for this one. That would be my estimate for this one. Now, after that, we have Gladiator. This one here, they were recommending the Vigilante, then Blade, and Oath. So this was where the question was. Vigilante, you need the full team to be able to kind of get them working. It looks like in the data mine right here, we have Daredevil Modern, Hitmonkey, Silver Sable, yet their passives counted instead of needing 4 Vigilante allies or needing to be in raid. So those are going to kind of be active for the passive. Silver Sable, you still need the full team to use that ultimate to kind of take those positive effects kind of deteriorated. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. The Mission Challenge Horseman, not quite sure what that is. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Gladiator portion on here. So this one here was the heroic version. In the heroic version, looks like it's going to be 5 nodes and then 5 missions as well for the extreme. So we have some Black Order members, another Thanos, and that's a Thanos, regular Thanos right there. Darkhold members with Dorm, that's fine. Looks like we have Cabal on here with Sasquatch for the pre-taunting. Here we have some Astro members, some Black Knights. Those Black Knights, hopefully they're the PvE ones where they're not going to do the trauma on us, because that would kind of hurt. Looks like Ms. Marvel Classic, Medusa. Where's the Kahori? Because we know there's going to be Kahori. No Kahori, interesting. Nimrod, we have Jean Grey, Omega Red Phoenix Force, pings from a Mega Sentinel, that's going to be a pain. Emma Frost. Node 4, we have 2 Ares, Black Knight, and Hercules. That's going to be rough. Black Knight, Kang, Vol with Beta Ray Bill. There's a Kahori, there's a Medusa, there's a Hercules. 2 more Ares. Those Ares are going to just suck those safeguards off of us every time they come down in buffs. So I bet those are going to be war active on there. Wave 5, Black Order, Thanos Endgame right here. Eternals. There's another Icarus. There's another Cersei. Lots of rewinds happening there. Now, if we look at the extreme version, let's see if there's any differences on this one. So if we go to the top, yeah, it looks like it's different. So here we have Nowhere. There's an Ares, 2 Ares. We got a pre-taunt right there in Absorbing Man. We have Masters of Evil members, Nimrod. Looks like some Bifrost members. There's some Undying members on here. There's a Null. That's kind of a point out right there, along with all these symbiotes. That is going to be pretty difficult because this is city characters. So that's going to end up being those Hitmonkey, Silver Sable, Blade Oath type of thing. That's going to be rough. A lot more symbiotes right here. There's a Thanos Endgame. We have some Astro members, Kahori, and then there's Gladiator for the boss. So yeah, it looks like these last nodes right here. So like this right here is the boss node. So it's Sentinel with the one Nimrod. This one here, we have a single Gladiator soloing us on this one. Pretty interesting for that one. Next up, we have the Shadow King. So we have Global Villain, then we have Global Hero on here. So let's go ahead and close some of these other ones. That was there. Okay, so here we go. Shadow King Heroic. We have some Astonishing X-Men. We have Jean Grey. We have a Cable. We have a Shadow King Heroic Node 2. Looks like we have Out of Time on here with Bifrost and 2 Black Knights. We have New Avengers with some Spider Society. A lot of Spider Society. Those Peter B. Parkers are going to be annoying. This is the heroic section for Global Villain. So Global Villain, this one here, they recommended that Orcus team with Apocalypse and Ares. So maybe the Ares, let me see. They had it listed on here. No notes as far as the global on here, but however, for Global Hero, this was the interesting. They put war buffs being active on these 2 nodes right here, but not the Global Villain portion on here. So I'm not sure if Ares would have his stuff active. Here's the extreme version. So this one here is going to end up having the boss. We have Superior 6 members. We have Inhumans, Black Bolt, Medusa, Yo-Yo. There's Ares, Vol. We have 2 crystals on here. A lot of Inhumans. This is pretty crazy. So the third node, it looks like it's only 1 wave. It's Mercs for Money. The one Old Man Logan, that's going to be pretty ridiculous on here. And this is the hero one. This one here, they recommended Liberty. And with Liberty, we would end up having those war buffs active for Liberty. So it makes sense. And there we can see the lone Shadow King. So let's get rid of these 2. Next up, we have Dark Xavier, Cosmic Villain on here. Looks like war buffs would end up being active. This one here, they recommended those Annihilators, Mephisto, and Null. So let's see what we have here. This is Dark Xavier Heroic. We have some Dakins on here. We have some Illuminati members. There's some Pavs. We got an Oath. We have Havoc. We got Howard the Duck, Black Knight on here. We have 2 Kahoris. Those Kahoris are going to be a pain. We got the Jeans, another Kahori. We got Hercules. Okay. This one here, we have 2 Captain Sams, Oath. We have 2 Ares, 2 Black Knights, and a Blade. That's going to be pretty brutal. There's another Black Knight. There's another Blade, Oath, and Eternals. Got a lot of turn meter rewinds happening on this one. This one here, we have 2 Pandapoles, 2 Gambits, 2 Rogues. This one doesn't look terrible based on having like the Annihilators. They're going to end up stopping those turn meter rewinds so we can understand why they recommended the Annihilators on this one. Let's go ahead and look at the last one on here. So this is the extreme version. We have 2 Hercules on here. Thanos Endgame, 2 Gladiators, Dorms. They're going to have those revive onces. Means we're going to have to deal with that Thanos happening twice. This one here, they recommended Odin, Kahori, Lilandra was required, and then Starjammers was the requirement on this one. And you can see here, Cosmic Crucible was the recommended, or basically saying Cosmic Crucible is going to be activated on this. That's pretty interesting for Starjammers to try to help us get through this. We have 2 Gores on here, 2 Phoenix Force Omega Reds. We have 2 Blades, 2 Man-Thing. There's some Guardians. Here's this wave. We have Vigilante on here. We have Silver Sable. We have Hitmonkey. We have Illuminati, 2 Gores, 2 Daredevil Moderns. There's a Thanos Endgame, and this give me that Gladiator. So we need to try to get this Dorm down before this next wave drops for this one. Node 5, Eternals, Medusa. There's a Kahori, 2 big times to try to flip us. Ms. Marvel Classic. And then here we have Dark Xavier Extreme on here. So this one here we have Jean, looks like Immortal X-Men. Here we have some Illuminati members with the regular Shuri, Nightcrawler, Magneto, Gambit, and here the Wave 4, Omega Red, Phoenix Force, and Apocalypse. So this one here isn't showing that Wave 5 or Node 5 on here. So there's the Node 5, but I don't see the Dark Xavier being listed on here. Again, this is data mined from Casper on Reddit. Very interesting as far as what's listed on here. Gives us that kind of idea as far as if our planning was kind of going correctly, any characters that we were kind of looking at. Very interesting things. And again, from the website, the way it's going to work is we have Nimrod, you have the any trait section. Chapter 2, Gladiator, just city. I know some people are confused. There's going to be a hero city, villain city, stuff like that. It's just an open city tag. Here we have Shadow King, where it goes hero global, villain global, hero global. Then Dark Xavier, Cosmic, Villain Cosmic, Lilandra, and Hero Cosmic. This definitely gives me an idea as far as how I was doing my planning, as far as adjustments. I don't know if I still want to bring like Silver Sable over Punisher, but that's for another time discussion. We'll be able to find out more on Monday when people end up doing this. Hopefully this information helped you, and thank you again, Casper, for getting this data mine out there. It definitely helped me out as far as my planning goes. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have one for the rest of the day.